Everybody in the dev community is grinding to build every single customer a custom app for like $500, and they're wondering why they're broke, because these custom apps are taking them weeks, maybe even months to build the customer for only $500. That's really nothing. I was once in that position, but I found an easier way to do this. I call it mobile app scaling. And this is pretty much where I take a restaurant and I charge them $2 to $5K for an app that I've proven through other restaurants. Now, this isn't some scammy like dropshipping thing. Like, this is an actual app that I have developed over time, and I just take that app and I rinse and repeat with every business. I just connect it to their database and their POS system. It works pretty well. And I do get where they're coming from. I was in that place about a year ago, fresh out of an Apple internship, about a year left of school, doing some side projects, and I wanted to prove that I was a crazy good developer, because I previously worked at Apple and I wanted to build these projects for companies from scratch. But honestly, people who are doing this method, I feel like they're just racing towards the bottom, because it takes so much time to build each person and each customer a custom app just for little money. Now with mobile app scaling, with my restaurant template, I've proved with other restaurants that this works, whether it's like their push notifications or the customer's phone number or email that we grab through their lists. We're able to reach their most loyal customers and send out promotions that they're doing throughout the week. And just trading time for money on a treadmill that never stops. That's exactly what it is. First, like, let me make an app for this cleaning company. Okay, now let me make an app for this car detailing company. Oh, now this civil engineer needs a website. And you're just building all these different things for very little money that takes so much time. But as I was building this app, I realized that once the app is in the customer's phone, you could do anything. You could promote anything at any point. So then I'm like, I can make this into a real marketing retainer. So 3 months later, I got the app working, and the restaurant owner, he loves it, and he's generating real revenue for himself and for me, because the marketing strategies are working. Here's the difference between the two business models, the two business frameworks. I call the business model Productized programming model, and the old way, you code from scratch every time. You build before selling it and making money, 40 to 80 hours per project, and then you charge $500 if you're lucky. And the client owns the code, they're not paying a monthly retainer, and there's really no strategy for the business to get more customers. It's a lot of effort for little reward. Now with my model, I built the restaurant app once, and I purposely built it where it can be personalized for each client. And it takes me 5 to 10 hours to build and deploy. I charge anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 up front, and then a monthly retainer solely on how much marketing they want to do. So they pay monthly for what they want. I own the code, and all the marketing strategies have been proven for other restaurants, and they work. Recurring revenue from ongoing value. Like I said before, they get what they paid for, and you could just repeat this with every restaurant in your area. Here's what took me way too long to understand. Restaurants don't want custom features or care about any of the coding talk. They want proven strategies that make them money. You could go to a business, a restaurant, and you could say like, hey, Margot's Pizza, I want to build you the Chick-fil-A app, but for your company. It'll be on the App Store under your name. We'll do the marketing through push notifications, which are proven to work. Even through the apps I didn't build, Chick-fil-A does it, Chipotle does it. And every restaurant has the same needs. Right? They all take orders. We'll do this instead of through DoorDash. Communicate with loyal customers. We could send them out emails, text messages, through targeted promotions, and then also through the collected customer data, which is the emails and the phone numbers. If we have 500 people on this app, what makes you think we can't get 20 more people in your restaurant around that time? Charge real money from day one. Say it is worth $3,000 and just be very serious about it. $3,000, and I could easily bring you in an extra 20 to 40 orders a day and focus on 2 to 3 core features that generate revenue, whether that be the online pickup orders or notification marketing. So yeah, you could keep on grinding out these custom apps on Fiverr and whatnot for $500 and sitting there and working on them for hours on end, trading your time for money, or you could go and you could scale what already works and trade your money for something you already built and just adding them to the list of restaurants you built something for. Now, this isn't easy. I never said it was easy. And you still need to understand business problems and build quality solutions. If you go through my route with restaurants, you need to understand a lot of restaurant problems. A couple big ones are the amount of money that they're losing to third-party sites like Uber Eats and DoorDash. They're losing 30 to 40% an order, and you're allowing them to keep that 30 to 40% of revenue. That's huge. Your app could be the solution to those hours where they're technically losing money, and you don't need to reinvent everything for every client. So what does this actually mean for you? Maybe you're just stuck somewhere in the CS world or in the SaaS world or in the sales world, and you just don't know what to do, and you feel like drop shipping is just oversaturated and you can't figure out how to get a profitable Facebook ad for a business. This is something where you do it all yourself. You go to a restaurant, you get a meeting with the owner, you come back with a demo, and you sell them. This is really a secret weapon in all of your customers' phones that alerts them about anything you want them to. The big turning point for me is I was driving to the gym and I get a text from one of the restaurant owners, and he's like, hey, like the promotion that we just sent out, the push notification, it ended up making me $600 today. Thank you so much. And honestly, that was just very fulfilling that something I built is directly helping a customer or a business. And I was working at Apple. I was working at a billion-dollar company. It just wasn't as fulfilling. And I'm grinding out 40, 45, 50-hour weeks there. Just, it didn't feel the same as something directly generating a business money. It's about finding a hole in their business and a hole in the market and using my high value skills to fill that hole. So if you're thinking about making this kind of shift and trying mobile app scaling, here's what I would do differently. Here's the first thing I would do. Do not build anything first. I would just find a local business owner, whatever niche you want to fulfill, and I would sell them the outcome before you build the solution. So tell them and say, I could put marketing directly in your most loyal customers' phones. Again, pick one niche and just stick with it and just charge them money up front. Just be firm on that price. And if they don't want to invest in the solution, they don't have a problem. Businesses only care about what's going to make them money or save them money. So don't build all these extra features that they don't need. You're going to waste your time. You're going to waste your resources. And there's just no point. Why build something that they don't need? Why build something that they aren't going to pay for? So look, you could keep on grinding out these $500 apps that take you months to build, or you could just move over to mobile app scaling. Now, this is not easy. You're going to need to learn business problems and figure out solutions for whatever business niche that you're diving into. So here's the thing, right? I've already built my restaurant template and I've tested it on clients and I know that it works. I know what features that they want and what features that they don't, and what features are going to make them money and what features are going to save them money. So if you do want to jump into the restaurant niche and you're in an area with a ton of restaurants, why waste all that time building from scratch? It took me 3 months to build from scratch. If you tap into my one-on-one mentorship, I supply you with all of my app templates, and I stick with you until you land your first client. I teach you where to find these clients. I do a deep dive on their business with you. I coach you through landing a meeting with them, and I coach you through the actual sale of the app. If you don't land a client within your first 12 weeks, I will work with you for free until you land that first client. So if you are interested in working with me one-on-one and you want to start making $5,000 a month by building simple apps, click the link below and you'll learn more about it. And if you're just here to learn, definitely subscribe and comment below. Tell me what type of content you want to see, and I will see you in the next episode.